Get ready to uncover gadgets that boost your productivity, declutter your workspace, and revolutionize the way you work, making every task faster, smarter, and way more fun. Number 1. Zap on Bee e-scooter. Why settle for a dull e-scooter when you can zip around on one that's blazing yellow with cartoonish bee eyes? It's basically the bumblebee of personal transport. Instead of the usual scooters that leave your legs twitchy from too much standing, this one includes a detachable seat, letting you glide in comfort while everyone else pretends they're fine. Its respectable suspension handles city bumps like a champ, so hopping off curbs won't rattle your spine or make you bite your lip. And with a 40-mile range at sensible speeds, you won't find yourself riding home in darkness just to squeeze out the last drop of battery. Number 2. Invotrix. If you're over your bulky laptop, here's a mini PC trying to win you over. Its headline trick? It snaps wirelessly to their 15-inch monitor. Just drop it onto the stand under the screen and boom, it syncs instantly. You can also hook it up to any other display if you're shuttling between home and the office. Now, I spent an embarrassing amount of time trying to understand why this thing, starting at $1,600 without RAM or an SSD, is supposed to beat an ordinary 15-inch laptop. And honestly, I'm still not convinced. The touchscreen is fun, sure, but beyond that, I just grab a laptop. Number 3. LiveGrid. If you adore aquariums but can't stand scrubbing tanks or babysitting fish, this gadget is your dream come true. A precise 6,084 pixels conjure a full underwater escape right on your wall. No feeding, no filters, no soggy disasters. This LED aquarium even responds to your room's temperature and humidity, shifting its colors and digital plant life in real time. So keep your indoor climate steady unless you want your virtual sea creatures to metaphorically give up the ghost. And now, if your kids demand an aquarium, you're officially out of excuses. Number 4. The Wismart Bullet 2. It may carry the name Bullet 2.0, but rest easy. This little guy isn't taking anyone down. It's a pocket-sized flashlight sporting 3 color modes and a magnetic base. So if you're ever dressing game after dark, just slap it onto your knife blade for instant hands-free illumination. Red light for late-night reading. Nothing odd about that. UV light for spotting fake cash or maybe checking gemstones. White light so you can tinker with your car at night, or at least look like you know how. As the makers say, it's like having a third hand. Only brighter. Hard to argue with that. Number 5. Mesmo Pen. Quit snapping pen clips like a stress gremlin. That's exactly why the Mesmo Pen exists. Engineered for restless fingers, this pen's mission is to rescue countless ordinary pens from being violently torn apart every single year. With this one, you can crack it in half as much as your anxious soul desires, and it pops right back together instantly. No wizardry involved, just magnets doing overtime. By my wildly unverified math, you could pull this stunt roughly 150 million times. Not that anyone's tallying. So if every fidget-prone human carried one of these unbreakable metal pens, we'd see far fewer plastic pen corpses littering the planet. Number 6. COLO GCS. These horns aren't here to boost your gaming chair's Wi-Fi signal. They're here to supercharge your ears. Think of them as a personal surround sound fortress. 10 speakers plus a subwoofer all blasting audio straight at your skull, making it nearly impossible to drift off mid-game. The immersion is wild. If a zombie swarm pops up on screen, you might genuinely start checking the windows for exits. And if you're done marinating in sweat under oversized headphones, these audio horns might be your new best friend, assuming everyone you live with is willing to tolerate the noise chaos. Number 7. Garmin InReach. If you're the kind of explorer who vanishes off the grid but still wants to beam voice messages and photos back to civilization, this little gadget is your new best friend. Now your friends can properly envy your adventures with real snapshots instead of enduring your poetic but terrible attempts to describe majestic mountains and magical sunsets. Sounds flawless, right? Well, almost. The twist is that even though the device talks to satellites all by itself, you still have to type those messages and send those photos through your phone. So unless you haul along a brick-sized power bank, your wilderness photo updates will vanish the moment your phone battery taps out. Number 8. Borg Cube. This Borg Cube won't whisk you off on a cosmic adventure. It's merely a replica, yet it'll pull you straight back into peak Star Trek nostalgia with iconic lines and effects lifted from the show. And once you've cycled through those phrases more than you'd like, it switches into a standard Bluetooth speaker. With 10 watts of output, it's plenty powerful to pump out your music or podcasts in fidelity befitting the collective. Number 9. SOOCOO Flagship. When you're totally stumped on what kind of toy your kid will actually love, just go straight for a lunar rover. This one is a true-to-scale replica of the Japanese moon rover that touched down on the lunar surface on January 19, 2024. The mini version behaves almost exactly the same, except instead of drifting across moon dust, it tears through sandbox hills for your kids' entertainment. It's operated from a smartphone, and the coolest part? The live video feed makes it feel like the rover is genuinely roaming the moon. Number 10. Vitaloop Water Filtration Bottle. If you're the kind of person who thinks nothing beats drinking straight from a crystal clear mountain stream, maybe let this bottle civilize you a bit first. Tap a button, wait 45 seconds, and you'll have a full bottle of purified water that's battled through 5 ruthless filtration stages to reach peak purity. Sure, it's not quite the rugged wilderness vibe, but at least it won't reward you with an unexpected stomachache later. Number 11. Exoskeleton-style. Now we've got another mini flashlight on deck, this time sporting a titanium shell. The company claims the design pulls inspiration from nature, specifically dragonfly wings. Sure, their creativity is doing somersaults again, but honestly, the exoskeleton look is pretty sharp. At 62.5 lumens, it's not turning night into day, but at least that figure finally feels grounded in reality. Number 12. SOOCOO S50. This little action cam grabs both front and rear views simultaneously. GoPro might want to take a seat for this one. Picture it. You can replay your cycling escapades not only in first person, but in glorious behind-the-scenes backside perspective. Double the angles, double the potential humiliation. And when reviewing your ski runs, you'll finally know whether that someone's following me feeling was paranoia or an actual bear trotting along. Pretty handy, right? Number 13. BioLite Charge 100 Max. Most brands are busy shrinking their power banks to pocket-sized toys, but not BioLite. And honestly, that's a smart move. Mini power banks are fine for phones and earbuds, but when you need actual power, you need a real chunk of hardware. This solid brick pushes out 100 watts and carries a 25,000 milliamp hour tank, meaning it can recharge your laptop twice without breaking a sweat. And yes, it's still perfectly safe to fly with. They even slipped in wireless charging too. So if your cable situation looks like tech chaos, just drop your AirPods on top and let them quietly sip fresh power. Number 14. Master Forge. If your keyboard is driving you nuts, why not throw down a cool $500 on this armored aluminum monster and devote your free time to decoding how it even works? This thing is not your standard keyboard. In case you missed it, it's basically a transformer in gadget form. Mini joysticks instead of keys. Every flick of a joystick fires off a keystroke, just like magic. The whole promise? Type at absurd speeds, like 300 words per minute instead of your humble 40, and unleash a flood of commands faster than anyone with mere human reflexes. No idea how long it'll take to tame this creature, but once you've burned $500 on it, backing out isn't exactly on the table anymore. Number 15. XGimi Mogo 3 Projector. If you're into movie nights but don't feel like installing a TV in every room, there's a smarter and way cheaper move. Grab a mini projector. Stream your favorite shows or blast random memes onto any wall, even in the bathroom if that's the vibe. This little guy is fully adjustable so you can tilt it however you want, even straight up at the ceiling. And no need to panic about warped corners. It autocorrects everything to keep the picture sharp and the faces unstretched. And once you're done doom scrolling Netflix, just point it downward and boom, instant nightlight. Number 16. The Purify Hydrognator. Ever heard of hydrogen water? Yeah, me neither. Apparently, it's just ordinary H2O pumped with molecular hydrogen gas. The idea is that this somehow boosts its antioxidant superpowers, though the scientific evidence is still more work in progress than breakthrough discovery. But that hasn't stopped the wellness hype machine. Now we've got sleek gadgets claiming to alchemize your tap water into some kind of elite hydration elixir. Just hit a button, wait 5 minutes, and voila. You're supposedly drinking upgraded water instead of the basic stuff you've been surviving on all your life.